Hello, beautiful people. It's Lulu. Welcome to the Lulu Essie podcast, unedited and always from the heart. If you're listening to this on Christmas Day, I want you to know, wherever you are right now, however today feels for you, I'm really glad you're here. Maybe you're surrounded by people you love. Maybe you're alone, and that feels exactly what you needed. Maybe you're alone, and that feels heavy and sore. Maybe you're somewhere in between, physically present but emotionally somewhere else entirely. However you're spending today, whatever this day means to you or doesn't mean to you, thank you for pressing play. Thank you for letting me be here with you, even just for a few minutes. I've been thinking a lot about this year, 2025, and I think for many of us, it's been hard. Not hard in the same ways. We've all walked very different roads this year. Some of us lost people we love. Some of us lost our jobs, our security, or the version of our lives we thought we were building. Some of us watched the world feel so much more uncertain, so much more divided, more fragile than we wanted it to be. And even if your year had beautiful moments, and I really hope it did, there's something about carrying the weight of everything happening around us that can settle into our bones without us even noticing. So before I share anything else today, I just want to hold that for a moment. Not to dwell in it, just to acknowledge it, to accept it, to say, if this year was hard for you, you're not alone. And your tiredness, your grief, your uncertainty, it makes sense. It's an absolutely reasonable response to a completely unreasonable amount of hard stuff. And here's what I've also been thinking about. Even in hard years, especially in hard years, there are beautiful moments, small ones, easy to miss if we're not paying attention. Like the last time you felt the sun on your face and actually noticed it. A laugh that caught you off guard. Someone loving you in a way you didn't expect. A text, a look, a gesture so small it didn't register. Almost, but it did. A song that hit differently, a conversation that reminded you that you're seen. These moments don't cancel out the hard. That's not how it works. But they exist alongside it. Joy and pain can coexist, and we need to remind ourselves of that. And I think sometimes in our rush to get through, to survive, to just make it to the next thing, we forget to remember those moments. So today I invite you to remember, just for a moment, one good thing from this year, one moment that even if everything around you felt like chaos, that moment felt like a little bit of light, a small moment of joy, a moment of grace. Take your time to remember. I'll wait. I want to share something with you today, a poem. Consider it my gift to you, something small, something quiet, something I hope you'll carry with you. It's by a poet named Nayyirah Waheed. You might have come across her work. She's become incredibly well known, especially on Instagram, where her poems have reached millions. But here's what I find so beautiful about her. Despite that reach, she's chosen to remain largely anonymous. There's very little known about her. No interviews that I know of, no big public persona. She lets her words speak, and she stays quiet to the side of them. There's something I really admire. In a world that rewards visibility, that tells us our worth is tied to being seen, being known, being everywhere, she chooses something different. She puts her work into the world and steps to the side. The quietest kind of influence. I find that incredibly beautiful and so brave. And the poem I want to share with you today feels like it comes from that same place. I love myself, the quietest, simplest, most powerful revolution ever. I love myself, the quietest, simplest, most powerful revolution ever. I've sat with those words for a while now, and what strikes me is how countercultural they are, how radical actually. We're taught that revolutions are loud, that change requires force, momentum, visibility, that transformation happens out there in movements, in masses, in things we can point to and measure. But what if the most powerful revolution is the one no one else can see? What if it starts in the quiet of your own heart? In the moment you decide, maybe for the first time, maybe for the 100th time, that you are worth loving. Not because of what you've achieved, or what you've become, or what you can offer, just because you exist. I love myself. 3 words, no fanfare, no audience, just you meeting yourself with kindness, with compassion, with acceptance, with love. And here's what I believe, and it's the thread that runs through everything I share on this podcast. When we learn to love ourselves, we become capable of truly loving others. Not performing love, not earning love, not giving from an empty cup and wondering why we feel depleted. Real love, the kind that sees people, the kind that holds space without needing anything in return, the kind that starts from overflow, not obligation. Connection, real connection begins inside. So on this day, whether you're surrounded by people or sitting in silence, whether today feels joyful or complicated or somewhere in between, my invitation to you is this. Start with yourself, not in a selfish way, in a foundational way. The way you'd lay the first brick before building a house, the way you'd take your first step on a long walk, the way you'd fill your own lungs before helping someone else breathe. I'm keeping this short today. It's Christmas. You have places to be, or you don't, and both are okay. And before I go, I want you to hear this. You are enough, not because I'm saying it, because it's true. Your worth is not up for debate. It never was. And loving yourself, really deeply loving yourself, might be the quietest thing you ever do, and it might also be the most powerful. So take that with you today, into whatever this day holds, into whatever conversations or silences or moments of chaos or stillness are waiting for you. I love myself. The quietest revolution. Maybe it starts today. I'll see you next week for our first episode of 2026, as we close this year together and step into whatever's next. And to everyone listening, whatever today means to you, may you feel held. May you remember the good, the joy, and may you know deep in your bones that you are loved, starting with you. This comes straight from my heart to yours. I love myself.